see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Real.
Right back to Irving. And he'll be brought down at the 45. It is Percy Butler to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Irving. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. To throw is Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Daniel. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 77 yards. Touchdown, Washington. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Hey, 33.
They send Godwin in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Daniels now going to look to throw. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. On play action, Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A big play there for Washington. It's a gain of 34. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And they are not going to catch up. He's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. And this one is no good. He has missed the extra point. Keep that one in mind. We'll see if that comes into play as we go along this afternoon. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up.
And he's going to be taken down. Though we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Regular. Real.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And now it's going to be third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Going up top. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. On 2nd down, it's Daniel. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 13-7 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Third and long. The motion man here is McClure. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Jordan McGee there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9.
Kings.
Baker to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. And this one is blocked. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Tyke Smith there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now pass deep from McClure. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tress Way now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10 now from the 36.
Kings!
They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Drop this underneath to White. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That is brought in, and he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in week 1. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Bucs will go up by 7. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, yeah. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels now on 1st down. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A dive and a catch. Incredible. On 1st down, Daniels. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
To the air again is Daniels. Inside the 10, it is caught. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Third and goal. It's Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Debo.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go. Run. What's on?
They'll run with Irving. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Johnny Newton, rookie out of Illinois, there to bring him down. Second down and 8.
Point it right.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Daniels. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Quick throw here is complete. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
And he'll take it on in. Ben Sinnott, touchdown Commanders. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Real.
Mayfield to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one taken at the 7. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
I remember early in my career, Mike, this was only just starting to kind of become in vogue. Receivers would maybe get a few carries a year at most. Now, it's become commonplace throughout the NFL, and watching these results, I kind of get it. I wish we had gotten them involved as runners maybe a little bit sooner.
They'll run it here with Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. They'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And it's going to be a Commander's first down, as this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on fourth down. Throwing now, Daniels. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll be taken down.
See the rookie tight end, Ben Sinnott, there on the first down completion. And, Mike, he's kind of a throwback in the sense that he can do pretty much everything. He's got good, strong hands. He's a tough blocker. He's elusive with the ball in his hands as a runner, and he can make you miss in space. I mean, at Kansas State last year, he led the team in both receiving yards and touchdowns.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion right. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Gay to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Real.
On first down is Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Buccaneers first down.
Run.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Mayfield. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Now inside the 25. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
The motion man is Johnson. They'll run with White, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Commander's 13-yard line.
Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And it'll be a gain here down to the 12-yard line.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers are able to get it back within a score. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. On target, got it to McClure. A big hole. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Washington. That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for two. They'll try and run right on the option. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more. So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Regular.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sanderstill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Got it. Ready?
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal.
Ready?
They'll run with Robinson. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. 3rd and short, and it's Daniels. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. That's caught left side by Otten. And up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for the Buccaneers. First down.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's a debut for the ages, paying immediate dividends. 3 touchdowns in the season opener. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Tight end going in motion here. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take it.
Now Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Washington first down.
Here we go.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing every...
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Throwing is Baker. Going for it all. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A second down throw for Mayfield. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing is Mayfield. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And that is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up third down. Here's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let them keep it, and they'll take this down inside the 35. So a win here on the road for the Commanders. They get the opening week victory, move to 1-0, and give their new head coach a W in his debut at the helm. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL